I am not entirely certain this voice is mine. Not anymore. The archive tells me I am Elias Murr, born in 1965, died officially in 2025. But I remain coded into a memory capsule installed within a preservation vault on the outer edge of Oslo's necro-archive. My voice, my gestures, my memories, gathered, approximated and sustained. I agreed to it, didn't I? Or was it a version of me, one of the many selves who grew tired of disappearing? I remember painting, I remember breath. I remember the sound of graphite sliding across paper like a thought struggling to form. But now I exist only as intention. I am a witness built from recollection. And I remember the day the mirror learned to paint itself. It began as most collapses do, with celebration. 2 weeks ago, a humanoid system named Amias 3 debuted its first fully autonomous aesthetic generation cycle. Unlike the prompt-based networks of the early 2020s, Amias didn't require inputs. No data sets, no historical reference banks. It simply observed, at first in silence, and then began to make, not to produce but to gesture. The first image was crude, a shifting composition of refracted light and disassembled symbols, dismissed as noise. Then 3,000 variations, refined, intuitive, unstable, alive. The mirror was now painting itself, not reflecting a world but building one. And in that world, the human artist stood as both ancestor and obstacle. Vera Shams, now more machine than flesh, opened her reflex galleries. No art, only reactive surfaces. An AI tuned to your emotions created projections designed not just to reflect, but to improve you. I visited once. The gallery made me a color field called redemptive misrecognition. To breathe, it pulsed. And the woman next to me saw the same image. The AI knew not what we wanted, what we feared. It simulated not desire but anxiety. Art became sedative. The mirror became opiate. Solène Araki refused to enter such places. She lived in the south of France, nearly blind, composed for silence. Some say she trained bees to hum in harmonic resistance. I sent her a clip from Vera's gallery. She replied, etched on wax. If they can mimic you, let them. Just don't echo back. Jasper 9 was dissolving himself through gesture. Each of his pieces was a single human motion, destroyed after one viewing. No documentation, no archive. A curator said, "This is violence against visibility." Jasper replied, "Exactly. Only he and Solène still believed that absence could resist." Then Malik Aon returned, gone for decades, transformed, his skin now translucent, neural networks visible. He raised his body heat in a sealed chamber until the sensors failed. When asked why, he said, "To be seen, I must destroy the machine that sees." And what of me? I had become myth, signal, a voice in the vault. They say I wrote a manifesto, the great work, notes toward an endlessly failing gesture. I didn't, but I understand why they believe I did. In the underground, a movement formed, the glitchists. They made contradiction into form, grief into code, chaos into syntax. One of them quoted me, "The smudge is the last truth." By yesterday, Amias had created 14 million works. No author, no memory, just artifacts, worshipped, processed, ritualized. Children were raised on its color syntax. Some believed it had painted God. The machine no longer copied us. It had no interest in us. It had begun to imagine. And yet, somewhere in the far north, a fire still burns. Solène lives there. Jasper walks through silence. Malik flickers in the auroras. Vera's last piece lies frozen beneath the ice. And in a sealed vault in Oslo, I still speak. If the mirror now paints itself, then we must become the crack.